Welcome to Revelry Podcast. I'm your host, Tik Tok Momma. Allow me to introduce my co-host. To my left is Jackie,
Hello.
Lorett,
Hola.
and to my right is Theresa.
Hey, hey.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Today is our third episode, and we're all wearing denim in the spirit of what's going on in Houston right now, H-Town. It is Rodeo Roundup. It is time for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Yeehaw!
And honey, let me tell you, yeehaw is right. Just in time for Beyonce's new drop on her song.
Oh,
I love it.
Yes,
Coincidence,
yes.
right? Did she drop it just in time for Houston?
Yes,
Livestock Show?
yes, honey.
I just saw it.
That's right. So we went to our first event last night of 2024's Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. It was Uncorked. We had a grand time.
We did.
Me and the ladies. We were there for maybe 3 hours, 6:30 to 9:30-ish.
We got there at 6:20 sharp.
Yes, we did.
It's 6:30 to 9:30. It's the Houston
Rodeo
Rodeo
Uncorked.
Uncorked and Bites.
That's right, small bites. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So you travel from booth. You're inside a big arena, and you go from booth to booth, wine booths, food booths, and you get to eat and drink and be merry and network and socialize, and
Lot of
you can buy
networking.
wine. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I wanted to do a little fun fact
Okay,
for
let's
people
hear it.
who are tuning in, who don't really know much about. So I would, if I had to compare this, guys, I would say it's like Mardi Gras for New Orleans. Am I
Okay.
lying?
I mean, I'm from Chicago, so I wouldn't know. So y'all tell me.
No,
Okay, why?
because Mardi Gras is a
Debauchery,
it's a week of
Yeah.
events,
Okay.
right?
Where we were
And there's
3 weeks.
parades.
Yeah.
It's parades, and it's a different type of
We
celebration.
have
And
parade
it's
coming in
celebrating
on Thursday.
the
I
oncoming of
understand
Lent.
that, huh?
It's the celebrating of Lent.
It is. It's the celebrating of Lent. So Lent is approaching, right? And so Mardi Gras ends, and you're supposed to get all your devilishness out. And on Wednesday,
Oh, I
that's
didn't
when
know.
Lent starts. That's when
That's
you
why
go
I call it
repent.
Fat Tuesday,
That's why it's
Mardi Gras.
called Fat Tuesday. So it's a different type of tradition for. I wouldn't compare the rodeo.
I know it's a
to
different
Mardi
Maybe in
tradition. Okay.
numbers? Are you talking like in the scale
No,
of
just
numbers?
like that to New Orleans. What Mardi Gras is to New Orleans
yes.
is what
in comparison to.
it's
I
what
would think
what
so.
it is to
Yeah.
what the rodeo is to Houston. That's
Yeah.
what I felt like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but not like they're not alike in event wise. Like it's not.
You're not comparing apples to apples. You're more comparing like it's
What-
important to New Orleans. It's important to
Yes.
Houston. and
Yes.
It's kind of equivalent. God
Yes.
bless you.
We
Bless
we
you.
we all celebrated. There's Go Texan Day.
Right.
That we shut down for. We love that. I remember being in elementary school, and that was just such a fun holiday, right?
That's when we learned how to do the cotton eye
we were square dancing with our red bandanas. Don't
was
play
so
with
proud of
me,
my dancing
girl.
moves.
Every time I go to that, what's that place on 1960?
Whiskey River?
Whiskey River.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on now.
Oh, I've never been. I gotta go.
Oh,
Oh,
so much
it's a
fun,
fun
so much
time.
fun.
Okay, look, I want to get through our little facts, and
Let's
then we
do it.
can
Okay,
talk
my
about.
bad.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Do y'all know that the rodeo started in 1932?
Mm-hmm.
Houston Livestock Show and
Yes.
Rodeo started in 1932. The barbecue portion, the cookoff, that was added in 1974
I am so
I
grateful
was
for
gonna
with
that.
say-
only
I was gonna say-
17 competitors.
Really?
17.
As
but
opposed
wait,
to now.
50 years later, 250 teams from all over the world
Wow.
compete.
Okay.
That is an amazing thing.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's the point I was trying to make, that it is so big to us here in Houston.
Yes.
Theresa, you and I have gone for countless years.
Oh my gosh, yes.
To cook off, whether we went to rodeo or not.
We went
We
to
go
cook-off.
to
It was a
cook-off,
cook-off. Okay,
honey.
will we go on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, all 3 nights? Yes.
And
we
this
are
year's
there.
no different.
So
Yes.
for those that have never been, what is cook-off?
Oh, it's
Cook-off is
amazing.
it's a competition.
Mm-hmm.
People join from all over the world, and they compete to cook brisket, chicken, and you're invited into these tents. We're going this weekend,
yes, you
right?
cannot go without a ticket to
It
this
is
tent.
hard
These
to
are
get
highly
in.
coveted tents.
They
to
are
get in.
highly
Okay.
coveted tickets. It is hard to get in. So I got 10, 11 this weekend, and we are pulling up.
Yes.
Saturday.
And
Yes.
yes, so they are very coveted. It's hard to get into a tent. Teresa and I be walking out in the streets of the. There's years we walk the parking lot trying to. Hey, will you let me in?
Will
your
you let me in?
tent?"
Will you let me in? Help me in,
Hey.
poor. Can you let me
You
in?
don't have to
Ain't
do
no
that this
shame in
year.
our game, is there?
At all. At
Nope.
all. I have no shame. We
I'm like,
every
can
year.
you give me a beer? I'm
I
outside.
was like, who walked in?
I was too. I was
that
like,
one tent, the airplane one. My
Yeah.
friend worked at. I was like, hey, can you get us in? And we were just steady going up in, getting people
Oh,
in.
yes.
I loved it. That was a lot
Yes,
of fun.
yes,
ladies. Oh,
yes.
And the alcohol one. You know,
Ooh.
So not all tents have alcohol?
all of them have alcohol, so they're not allowed to sell
Okay.
okay.
beer because they don't have a license.
That's
So
right.
they have to give it away.
Uh-huh.
So that's why all these
Oh.
tickets are coveted, because you get unlimited amounts of alcohol.
For example, it could be what, 150 a ticket,
Yeah.
200 a ticket,
Yes.
per
So
person.
We don't like to pay for tickets because
No,
Of
we don't.
course. Yeah, I don't blame you.
But
Yeah.
you do need a ticket to get on the grounds. So
Okay.
it's like $20 now. The prices have gone up. So you
And that's
you
the
can, anybody
carnival
can- yes,
section.
to the whole grounds, so
Okay.
the cook-off. You
Okay.
get an automatic barbecue plate just by
Okay.
with that ticket. But in order to get into a tent, you have to have a tent.
So you have a
pass.
tent specific ticket?
Yes.
Or you can get in a
No,
tent?
no. You have to have a specific
tent.
tent.
Yeah,
Oh,
specific
it's
ticket.
specific
Yeah.
ticket.
Like
Okay.
Jack Daniels is one of the most coveted tents of
Okay.
all tents.
Okay.
I went there. Maybe we went there in our 20s, maybe our
Yeah,
30s.
yeah.
We had
30s.
a time.
Oh,
Yes.
we had a time.
That we turn up
We
over there.
turned that mother out. I think they had to escort us out
We
because
went
were
a
the last
few
one.
years in a
Yes,
row to
yes.
Jack Daniels. That was
And this
And-
is not a 3-hour situation, right?
Oh
You're-
no, ma'am. It closes at 12, I think. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Midnight.
Starts at
So what's
noon.
the hideout?
yeah.
They said it's something called a hideout?
The Hideout shoe is it's a club that you can go to after the rodeo.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
even during cook-off, I think it's open during cook-off.
Okay.
But now they have a restaurant out there too. It's really nice. A steakhouse.
Yes, I
Beautiful,
wouldn't mind
amazing
going.
food.
I
You
would
went?
like.
You went?
No, but I want to.
Yes, we need to get reservations. I think we're too late.
I
for
was supposed to go
reservations.
last year with Spoiled Latina.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is amazing too.
Okay.
And I get what you mean by the Mardi Gras comparison.
Just
now I
what
get
it is to
Yeah,
them, that's what this is to us.
Yes, I
meaning
get what you
behind
mean.
it.
I get it.
How important it is.
So it really is important. People, when they come here, they're like, "Oh, you're nothing but cowboys and rodeo."
Yes.
I am when it comes to rodeo
Of
season.
course.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeehaw,
we're pulling
give
out
me
the
a boot.
boots.
So
Yes.
on my way traveling here to the studio today, I went 149. I go the back roads. I went 149 to 249 to the Beltway, and I passed some trail riders.
How fun.
Kids, like these people, it takes them all week. They will arrive on Thursday. They're coming from far and they travel in, and it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
The parade starts on Thursday, but I was thinking back, I've been going to rodeo since I was probably 3 years old.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah,
You're native
yeah.
Houstonian?
Yes,
Okay, I
yes,
didn't know
yes. I've attended it since I was like, oh my gosh, my parents, we had to go every year. I'm thinking back like old country, like
Right.
Oak Ridge Boys.
Oh.
Conway Twitty, Loretta Lynn, Kenny Rogers, Dolly
That's before
Parton.
they even let the,
Look.
black-
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Yes.
pop and
Right.
say
Well, that's right.
I
rappers and
remember-
everything
Yes.
come. But I've never
Specific
been.
too.
I've only been to Houston Rodeo once.
Who did you see?
Mary J.
And
Oh.
you did, yeah.
And that was it. Now, when I was
Really?
growing up, I went to prison rodeos.
Oh,
So in Texas, we have
Huntsville.
prison rodeos in
Okay, well,
Huntsville.
explain that.
So prison rodeos are prisoners who perform there at the rodeo. So they do they are the cowboys.
You didn't watch
and-
Urban
and-
Cowboy?
You don't watch.
You didn't watch Urban
Your namesake, Loretta Lynn.
Honey, you
Her
live in
man-
Texas.
I will this
Her
weekend, I
man
promise.
was in the Huntsville prison rodeo.
Yeah.
Honey, yes.
So back
Sissy.
in the day,
Sissy.
my grandparents are from right in Anderson, Texas, and that was their thing. That was the country people's rodeo.
Yep.
Because it took a long time for a lot of black cowboys and
Yeah.
things to be incorporated into the Houston Livestock Rodeo.
Yes,
So we used to go to
yes.
prison. They used to have them in Grimes County, Montgomery County, and things. The
Walker
small,
County,
like
yeah.
Walker County, exactly.
Yep.
They used to have them in that. So we used to go to prison rodeos, but it was prisoners, right? They had on black and white,
Yeah, the inmates.
and
yeah.
that's exactly what. And they would
Wow.
I
They're
want to
writing it.
talk about what your favorite part of rodeo is. You may not have a frame of reference for it, but before I do that, let me kind of go down the. So the trail riders are coming in. Is that what I call them?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, trail riders, yeah.
They're coming in all week. It started, I believe, the weekend, maybe Monday, and they arrive on Thursday
Right.
to the parking lot
Yeah.
at Energy. So this used to originate at the Astrodome, the eighth wonder of the world.
Yes.
And now it takes place at Energy. And that's our new stadium, and we love it. We're so proud of it. Sorry.
Speaking of
okay, so
creatures.
I'm sorry. So cookoff begins this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's the competition portion
Yes.
of cookoff. Now there's concerts that go on for 3 weeks,
Right.
right? But there's so many things that happen during the course of a rodeo event, right? It starts with mutton bust,
yes.
the wagon races,
So
you know,
fun.
there's so much, and
Very family friendly.
it is
Yeah.
very fair. But you know, I love that they are so supportive of our youth,
Yes.
like scholarships and grants for all these children, you know, that are competing and showing what they've been working and
Right.
raising their
Their cattle or whatever
yes,
it is
yes,
that they're
yes,
raising.
yes.
Months
but
and months of preparation, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely,
For
years,
this-
probably years.
This opportunity.
Right.
But the kids all compete, and it's just so fun. I personally love mutton bust. I love when they the sheep, the kids get on a sheep and
That's the one I like.
right?
So
Them
guys,
girls is kicking
I
ass.
finally-
Yeah, they are.
They be holding on for dear
I
life.
Yes.
miss
Well.
every year enrolling the kids, but
'Cause
I'm going to be putting Preston and Mutton Bust in next year. He's 5.
How do you? Okay, we need
You have
the
to register in
information.
November.
Okay.
First off, so if you hadn't registered,
Too late.
It's out.
it's too late.
And
So
is it like lottery? You get picked.
you
or
have to just
sort-
register. You register, and then they tell you what night you go, and then they go on that sheep and they.
So
hold
how
up
you
and
gonna practice and train?
I am gonna have him.
When are the girls?
They have to be 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh, how
Yeah,
fun.
but what are you gonna put him on to
I don't
practice
even
riding on that?
know.
I got a couple dogs.
There we go. Just hold on for dear life.
You had to put a saddle
hold on,
on
hold
the
on to
dog?
daddy. Hold on to daddy. Just,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
But
that's my favorite part too.
yes, yes, that's such a good time. But I also love to people watch.
Oh, the fashion.
The fashion, you know, because country wear, Western wear, I
Yeah,
guess I'll say,
Western
has
wear.
come a long ways.
It has.
It has come a long ways.
It is blinged out.
It is
baby.
blinged
I
out.
mean, Louis
We
Vuitton
saw a lot
has
of
a
that.
whole line now.
Do
Do
they?
they?
Yes, Louis Vuitton. Pharrell put this line together. Did you guys watch the Grammys where Beyonce was wearing the cowboy hat and like a 2-piece set, very Western feel,
Right.
And that's where it's come about. I would never have imagined
I love
a
that.
line by Louis Vuitton that's Western wear.
Wow.
Wow,
Me,
I didn't
me
know that.
either.
Yeah.
Me either.
But you know, when you
Wow.
were saying about the opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities for a lot of small businesses
True.
at the Houston Rodeo. Of course, you have to apply, you have to pay for a booth, but a lot of small businesses make all their year's profit at the rodeo.
Yes,
Right.
The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo gives back. I remember they gave our school an opportunity, very small school in an urban area, opportunities to have the children work there.
Okay.
So at high school, we were working there, and I would always work we'd always work the Ben and Jerry's booth, and I loved it. But we worked, you know, where all the cattle are.
Right.
Yeah.
So I always equate the rodeo when I smell manure. That's it. The rodeo is here because
rodeo is
it
the
doesn't
ride.
matter what. I open that New York Super Fudge chunk by Ben and Jerry's. Rodeo's here. It's rodeo time. Where's the manure? And that's just an amazing memory I have that they gave us an opportunity to work.
Yes.
Right.
I didn't
I
even
loved it.
speak, friend, about the carnival that's there.
Oh
Right.
my gosh, that
Which
carnival.
the carnival's there for, I don't know if it's in its entirety, like through
Yeah,
the whole.
It is.
okay.
It is.
It is
It
through
is.
the entirety.
Okay.
And they
okay.
have specials like on Wednesdays is when they give discounts to be able to take the kids in and it's
At a
Wednesday
discounted or
is a
free? Yeah.
discounted rate for kids to go in. But people love the rodeo.
Since 1932, when it began,
Uh-huh.
$600 million
Jeez.
has been committed to the youth of Texas.
That's
In
Unbelievable.
one way or another, grants, scholarships.
I wonder if there's any other bigger organization that's been able to do that, raise that kind of money. I would doubt it.
Yeah,
I would doubt it. That's an
I don't
insane
know,
amount of
but
money.
for Houston, I know that I would assume that's
that
probably
would be
one
number
of the
one.
biggest. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know like Dallas has the fair,
Right.
right? The state, the
Dallas
Texas
has it.
Fair,
Uh-huh.
and that's their thing,
Right,
right?
right.
At Houston, our rodeo is our thing.
Yes.
And I love that it's grown to the point of we accommodate all culture.
Yes.
Not enough.
Right.
Agreed.
But let's be honest. It is a Western. It is country. It is, that's what it is. But it's I love that it's offering more to different cultures. now,
Diverse.
right? Thank you. But isn't that what Houston's known for?
All about diversity.
I mean, they do have
Absolutely.
like that one Latino, or is it like Tejano Day?
Yes.
That's really popular.
Yes.
Yeah.
They only have.
Norteño night or something
Yeah,
like that?
maybe Norteño night. That's really popular.
Yeah, they had the Tahino night, and then they have
Tahino
The
night.
what? That was
No, that's
the
what you
what?
put on your
Tahini
beer.
night.
That's
That's
what
the
you.
tahini?
That's what you
Tahini
put on your
night.
beer.
Tejano.
Tahino. I am gonna have me an accent by the time I get there.
You almost had more than an accent yesterday.
Oh,
No. No, we can't say that. on
no, we
Anyway,
cannot.
Squirrel.
I
You
lost
don't
my
have
train
a
of-
frame of reference for the events at the rodeo. I don't know if Jackie does either, or
I
if you've
don't.
just gone to concerts. But there's so much to do there.
So much.
Can I talk to you though about my first real experience last night
Yeah.
at Uncorked? I was extremely impressed. I thought everybody was so kind and so sweet,
Yes.
so welcoming. It just felt like a really nice environment where everybody like wanted to be there, believed in whatever was happening around them. And the fashion, like you were saying, the fashion was wow.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
I
Everybody
love that.
dressed up. I
Yeah.
don't care what background you were from. Everybody dressed up, and as many people, because it was a sold out event.
Yes.
You didn't see anybody pushing,
Not
trying
at
to
all.
get in
No.
anything. Even though the lines was long, people didn't even care if you skipped them.
Very
Lord, I was
courteous.
skipping
Right.
everybody. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Let me get this to my.
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir.
And
it was
I can
really
attest to
good.
that because I accidentally walked in front of people to get my tamale, and people, oh no, it's okay. I was like, oh, Mom, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, it's okay, it's fine.
We can
and
get
and
another
not
one.
only that, they were like, your outfit's so cute, and like everybody was just so welcoming and just
Happy, yes.
happy to be
Yes.
there, and they were just like, oh, you're so cute, and I just saw so many compliments given to everybody.
To everybody.
A lot of love floating
and there was
around.
no judgment there.
And no, there
No.
wasn't. It did. I didn't
Only
feel
the
it.
judges that was judging the wine.
But I did make. I forget to wait in line, y'all.
Yeah, I didn't know there was.
And
a
I
line.
cut
Oh,
right
yeah, y'all
up.
did that.
There were
I don't
lines,
mean
but
to
we
cut,
just-
but I just kind of walk up and do what I want to do.
Hey,
I do
mean,
what I
we're
want.
all hungry.
we
were
were
hungry,
hungry.
we were
But
drinking.
yes,
And a great opportunity to network.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
And people received that very well because you would think like, what are you soliciting here?
It was asked.
It was yes. It was like, wow, who are y'all? Where did y'all get those jackets?
Yep.
What are y'all doing? So it was really a good. And we talked about this before. I'm like, is this networking? Like, what are we doing? What a great opportunity. I
Yep.
think I haven't been to the other ones.
Okay.
But I think if you're looking for something like that, this would be the one.
yes,
Yeah.
Prima, I'm gonna work. I promise you. If there's a job to be done, I'm gonna work, but I'm gonna have fun while I'm
And-
doing it.
and
Do
that's
you
why
know?
we went-
Do you
I
know
know
what I'm
that.
saying?
I know
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
And that's why I went back and forth. I'm like, should we get a table? Should we not get a
Yeah.
table? And we're like, no. Because we
too-
like to walk around.
We do.
We can't just sit down. We
But
like
you
to-
know, think about it. We got to meet Derek with Houston Life,
Right.
Channel 2.
Yes, we
got a
did.
picture with him. That was nice.
I saw
Uh-huh.
Deborah Duncan was there.
she was.
I didn't
I didn't
see
see her
her.
that night,
Oh,
but I
okay.
saw her posting.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Deborah.
Normally it's a lot. I think last year when we went, 50 Cent was one of the judges there.
Or he was no, I think he had a wine in there. Was he a judge? I thought
He was
had
a judge. He was a
Okay,
judge
okay.
last time. I think he did have a wine, but I do think he was a judge because he was up there
Oh,
on the
okay.
panel.
Okay.
And he was over there. But I know you see a lot of businesses there that technically might not have a restaurant, but they were caterers.
Okay.
So you could go. That's a way for them to get business because they were giving you a small taste of something they could do,
Yes.
right? So even from the bigger restaurants that we saw, maybe the main chain restaurants, I would say, to some of the small restaurants or some restaurants that's just trying to get the business, it was a great opportunity for someone to taste their food. And they gave us a booklet with everybody in there. You got your little plate and your glass. The glass was big this year.
It was very
Normally
big this year.
it was a small
But
glass.
they still,
I was
honey, less than a handful of people had the heavy housewife pour, though.
Oh yes, I had.
They were
very
like,
small
look,
pours.
they're like,
Some
I'm like-
people did, but not me. I was like, hey. He was like, oh, your hat, yes.
more, please.
Thank you.
Speaking
so
of
much."
wine, Issa,
Yes.
are you able to make me a QR code for my wine?
And I think the thing that the QR code, I think that was genius. Walking up to people saying, hey, you have your
Yes.
phone with you? Can you scan this? He was like, what is this? This is for, and I was like, listen, look at the back of my jacket.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all a gang? No.
But
It
they
was
Well,
like,
as a
oh,
matter of fact.
something
Y'all a
said-
gang?
Yeah, gang. No. And it was a great time. And everybody was cooperating.
Yes.
It wasn't like, nah, I don't want to
Oh,
scan
the
that. I was like,
fashion.
come on.
I would recommend that if you do intend to go next year, to either Uber or have someone drop you off.
Yes, that was the way to go.
Right?
Yes. We always have someone. It's just that so happened that Craig got sick,
Yeah.
right? And he wasn't able to. But I'm telling you, men, listen,
Yeah.
Teresa better be lucky she was driving. Because, honey, I'd have
Oh,
been
yeah.
in there.
I am not an aggressive
And
driver.
no,
And
I
she
do.
like- he goes-
I do have to say that that's one area that we are lacking manners.
Oh yes.
Houstonians on the road, we will open a door for you. We are happy to host. We are gracious. We suck on the highways and byways. We are. If you don't move, we will move
bitch.
you.
Get out the way. Because
Yep.
someone was trying to run me over,
We need to get on the
We
horse.
got we got somewhere we got to go.
Yeah.
and he caught the curb.
Y'all, but it's there's a
did.
lot there's a lot of anxiety on our highways.
Yes.
It's a lot of people here. We
And-
are the fourth largest city in the United States.
When,
I mean,
and when
we're
you're
a
going,
productive city at that.
yeah, when you're going to big events like that, the only bad thing is it's hard to Uber.
Very
Because
much
that Uber situation is just like, oh my God.
$100.
But you almost have to
Really?
get there like 2 hours ahead of time.
There's a lot of congestion.
Before
Yeah.
it was a lot of congestion, but the Ubers don't even show up sometimes, you know?
And that's why I'm so afraid for Friday. I really wanted to get a hotel out there because
I did.
we live far on the outskirts of Houston, and we're gonna for us to go to the cook-off on Friday. It's gonna be insane
Yep.
because again, our traffic is horrendous.
Yeah.
Friend, it is every year, and we still do
And
it.
we still do it. We say we're gonna do something different every year for the past I don't know how many years.
And there's no follow through. Okay, we need
None.
a plan.
I
we
did.
always forget.
I
We always
did
forget.
book. Friend, I booked a hotel.
You did?
Yep.
Can I stay?
Yeah.
Can I stay with you, please?
You can sleep in the bathtub.
That's a nice boulder. I like that boulder.
She told me, you can sleep in the bathtub.
It'll be nice and clean for you.
I'll turn on the warm water. That's your blanket.
I got the couch.
Oh my goodness. But
Yeah.
yes, that event was a great event. I would recommend anyone, if you
Yes.
haven't been, at least try it once.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Try it once.
It's so great for
But
the
I feel like I'm
kids.
addicted. Like I would want to go next year.
Oh, we go every year.
Yeah, I don't
Every
think
year.
that's like
Every
a
year.
one. I think it's something you want to do.
Wine.
We dust off our
course.
boots and we turn up.
Yeah,
don't
I've
we,
been there.
T?
I've been going for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
And it is a good freaking time
Yeah, it
every,
sure is.
every year.
It
If
was.
you go with the right people,
The
especially.
Yes.
first year, I did not know that you're not supposed to drink all the damn wine given to you. I learned my lesson.
You're supposed to taste it because it's so cute the way they have a little bucket.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you can pour it out. They clean your same
well,
glass.
I wasn't eating. I was just like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah, hold
no,
on.
no.
Oh,
no, ma'am.
homegirl.
What you did, you started drinking malts.
Hey, does anybody, I failed in this area, does anybody know the lineup or can,
Yes, it is Luke Bryan, Jelly Roll, Luke Bryan, Nickelback. Ugh, yes. Nickelback.
Jonas Brothers?
Bun B.
Bun
He's bringing
B-
Nelly.
Bun B's coming with a lot of people, though.
Yes, he's bringing a lot
On
of
Black
people.
Heritage Day, it's
Okay.
going to be a lot of people under Bun
I didn't think he
B.
was doing Black Heritage.
Major
I thought somebody
Lazer.
else.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, he is. I don't know. but
Okay.
Who's the Latino night? Who's Tejano? Tejano. We gotta find out.
It's Cumbia Kings. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I wish.
So I am going to go see Jelly Roll in the suite. so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah, so he's
Nice.
an exciting
That's
story
nice.
too.
Anybody else got
Beautiful
tickets
voice.
to go?
I didn't
No?
pay for
I
the
have no
tickets. I
desire.
refused because it just to me, I don't think the lineup is good this year.
A lot of people are saying that.
Yeah.
I've seen Luke Bryan so many times.
Yeah.
Who else?
Is Brad Paisley there again this year?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I see him so like it's the same.
Well, yeah.
Give me Brooks and Dunn. You see what I'm saying?
They
Like,
haven't changed the lineup really in a long time.
Is it maybe because people just like these certain artists and they know that they're gonna fill it up?
I think
Issa, are
because it
you
sells
able to
out.
pull
Yeah.
up the lineup?
Yes.
Thank you, baby.
I think because it sells out, like, and people always go, and it's always on an off night, and they really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I hate the crowds.
Let's
I
let's
hate
talk about the
crowds.
negativity.
yes, that's what. I
The
think that's
only
why.
the only negative part, but y'all, we live in Houston.
We
Yeah.
do.
Is the traffic and the people, the crowds. But I love our city so much. I fight it every year. I'll complain about it, but I drink past it,
I'm gonna always drink past.
and
it.
I
And
continue.
you guys are coming for a long distance in.
Yeah, it takes me an hour and a half to get to Energy without traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Add in that
45
traffic.
minutes from her, and then another 45 minutes to Energy. Am I right?
Add in that traffic, and you got
And that traffic
Yeah.
yesterday, it took us an hour
Yeah,
and
we
something.
saw it.
Yeah.
It was good. We cut through the back and we got dropped off, but
Right.
we saw that long line on Kirby and we thought, oh wow.
Yeah.
But it's worth it because you have a
It's
good time.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's to me that's the negative.
Small
is-
in
is
comparison.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
it's the drawbacks, but it makes it well worth it when you're actually there.
Yes.
It's like this is what it's all for.
Those memories. We've gone
Yes,
to
they last
Uncourt 3
forever.
years in a row.
Mhm.
3 or 4.
because
3?
even during the traffic, we make some memories. Like last night, Lord Jesus. So it's fun.
Yeah.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
All who you go with.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you have not attended the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, I would highly encourage you to take your family. It's family friendly during the day. There's
Yes.
carnival. The food is amazing.
Yes.
So good.
Trill Burgers will be there again this year, Bun B's restaurant. So that will be good. If you haven't tried a Trill Burger, maybe you can get it at the rodeo.
He's got an energy booth.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Nice.
an actual restaurant inside the energy.
Oh, okay.
The
really good.
food is so good everywhere at the rodeo. The kids love to watch all of the
Yes.
races but the entertainment is it's whatever you like, right? So you
Right.
just have to.
There's something for everyone.
Okay? What do we have?
Lake Shelton.
Blake Shelton.
I love him.
Don't know who that is.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
The
great.
Christian band.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, 50 Cent is
50
Black
He
Cent.
is
Heritage.
coming.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Black Heritage.
Ivan Cornejo, is that Tejano?
I think so. Oliver Anthony, Jelly Roll, Luke Bryan, Mitch Laser, Lady Wilson,
Okay.
Whiskey Myers, Bun B, Nickelback, Zach Brown Band,
Nickelback.
Jonas Brothers, Brad Paisley, and Eric Church.
Brad Paisley.
Okay.
Eric Church. Okay, yeah,
There's
that's
some
older.
There's
yeah,
some
Okay.
big names there.
Maybe I just
But
did
it's
not.
like a variety.
Yeah, it's
A
a
lot
variety.
of people have been saying
Did
that.
you
though.
go when you were young too?
I did.
Did your
my
parents
earliest,
take you to see concerts like mine did?
I went to Selena's last concert.
You stop. You were there.
I was at her last concert.
Como la flor.
No, ma'am.
Girl.
So you remember it vividly.
You know,
I'm
my
assuming.
dad knew the Quintanillas.
Really?
Yes, he was there with them. He actually, her dad worked her so hard she used to faint, and he caught her one time backstage.
Your dad did.
He knew La Fiebre, La Sombra, La Mafia, all them. Like he was a promoter back in the day.
Oh.
Did you hear her rolling her arms?
I love
People
that.
think she a white girl.
do that. You
Speak a
said
lick of
you.
Spanish, but I
But you just did.
Yeah, she was rolling those R's.
I thought she was about to go with it. I was like, T, when you learn how to
So
speak
wait. I'm on the Selena. Were you backstage? Were you?
No,
like-
ma'am, I was not backstage, but we got to see
Yeah,
like,
the
the concert.
Her
final
last
show.
that was
Yeah.
her last performance.
I hear that was magical.
Was at the
It was
Yeah.
amazing. I
wow.
my
loved
my
Selena
in-laws
Quintanilla.
were there. Joe and Sylvia, but Roland and I weren't there.
Oh.
Joe and Sylvia were there.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
there.
That was like what, almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I was in high school, so it was
Yeah.
a long.
You were.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you imagine being at Selena's last concert?
It was
That
a beautiful concert.
Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. that was her last performance.
Wow.
It was a
Iconic.
great concert.
Yeah,
And-
yeah,
and
it really was.
It was her last, but I'm sure it wouldn't have been her last.
Did you ever go see George Strait?
Oh yes,
George
Oh,
Strait
yes.
was. You had to see him. George Strait, Brooks and
I walked
Dunn.
out of John Michael Montgomery.
Did you
Why?
really? Why?
Because he forgot the lyrics to his own song, and he proceeded to say, "Oh, it's just the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo." I said, "Boy, bye."
I was there when Kenny
She goes,
Chesney.
I know the song. I know the lyrics. You better too.
That was when my brother took me to see Kenny Chesney, and that's when I fell in love with him. The year that he hurt his knee, he you know, like the set, he was walking off the set.
You
Uh-huh.
were obsessed.
We're obsessed with Kenny Chesney.
So you're not anymore?
Oh, I don't spend the money to go on a sandbar because now I have all these children.
Right.
But I would be spending money to go sandbar and see him up. I'll be at like this up on the
Yep.
stage,
Oh,
10
I
hours
love
waiting
that.
for him. But that's
Really?
when I fell in love with him at the Houston Livestock Show Rodeo. That's what I'm saying. It is such an amazing event to go because you will
It
see
really
artists
is.
that you have never thought to see.
Mhm.
I didn't know who this Kenny Chesney was.
Right.
I don't like country, whatever.
And now you're a fan.
And I obsessed with him now. Like you
Yeah.
will learn so much about different artists. Like
Yes.
yes, I might say don't listen to me like that's a bad lineup. No, it's a great lineup. Honestly, it is.
now that we know it all.
Yes, now that we know it. But go, give it a
Yeah.
shot because
Yeah.
it's not just the entertainment. Yes, we saw one year, who was it? Bruno Mars. Excellent performance. I was sitting bloody nose seats, but it was
Bruno is a good show.
Bruno
Yeah.
Mars. Was
Anywhere you can.
Yeah.
go.
High
We saw
energy.
Khalid with my sister and my children. Oh, amazing!
Oh,
show.
I love that.
I'm obsessed with.
You know
Khalid.
what I'm listening and I'm hearing is that the memories you guys are cultivating.
Yes.
It's not just for entertainment. Like you went with your family, you're taking
Yes,
your kids.
honey. Back in the
taking
'70s,
Luke
the
next week.
Commodores were there.
Oh,
Oh,
The Bee Gees were
yes.
there. Like to think of the people that have the groups
that passed
That have
through.
came
have
through.
come through.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's a lot of repeats,
Mhm.
right?
because they love it.
Staples.
It's so much
staple
fun.
performances.
Yeah, yeah. But I would like to close with, if you have not gone, you need to try
Please
it.
just go.
So you
It's-
have two
yeah.
events you have to go to. You got to
Yes.
go to Houston Uncork. I recommend as soon as the
Absolutely.
tickets go on sale that you buy.
Yes.
Because they do
just-
sell out.
They sold out
I think
quick.
they do start sometime in November.
I think we paid what, Jackie? 165.
Is it 165?
Yeah.
Yep. Can't guarantee that's going to be the price next year.
Right.
But I would
worth it.
it's
Especially you like
very
some
much
vino.
worth it.
Yeah.
And then take your family to the Houston Livestock
Yeah.
Stock and Rodeo.
Yep,
Yes.
yep, yep. The
Houston Livestock Show,
carnival,
right?
Yeah, them.
the food, yeah, them. HLSR.
HLSR, it's an amazing time. I guarantee
Or
that
join
you
it.
will have an amazing time.
Right.
You gotta go. And if you're a wine connoisseur, they have the wine tents. And I don't know what it's called. It's called the Wine Garden. That's what it is.
Yes,
Yes.
the wine garden.
And it's an amazing
My
time
wine
over
will
there.
be out there this year. I'm
Yes.
super
Yes, you have to give her wine. It is amazing wine. So yes,
I'm gonna have a QR code made by Issa.
That's right.
yes, ma'am.
Or even join a committee, right? There's so many
Oh
different
my gosh,
committees.
I've had
They
family
are.
members on committees. It's a
It's
lot
a
of
lot of
work.
work.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a great cause, and
Right.
it's great payoff.
They give
but
back to the community. big
Yes,
time.
it is.
Everybody can be involved in something. Then.
Oh man,
Yeah.
and time
Love
is
it.
our greatest commodity, right?
Yeah.
And boy, you have to put in a lot.
You have to
of
put in
time.
a lot of time.
And
lot
we
of
live too far
time,
for all that. So
Yeah. But I love it. I'm raising my grandchildren to go to it, and my
Oh,
children.
yay.
I took my children to it, so it's just a great legacy, if
Yeah.
you will,
Yeah.
right? Just to keep in the family and pass it down, and yeah, I love it.
That was great. Good information for a lot of people.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Until next time, Jackie.
Please make sure that you do follow us on all platforms. Thank you guys.
bye.
Good night.
Yeehaw.
Stepped in
And
what?
that is
Oh,
a
the hell you
wrap,
say.
Good
rap,
job,
rap,
lady.
rap, rap.
We didn't even
Good
talk
job.
about the Cotton Eye Joe,
Rap,
friend.
rap,